Hi, this is Miss Robertson. We're still doing money, and this is lesson 5 about budgeting. So our learning intention for today is that we will learn to budget. A budget is where we try not to spend more than we have. Okay, so first we need to understand what do we need and what do we want. So we all like to spend money. Take a minute to, you can't discuss in your group because you're at home, to think about, take a minute to think about what you would spend £100 on. So just stop the video and have a wee think about that. Now, how would you feel if you had to spend some of your £100 on food and rent instead? I bet you just spent your whole £100 just now, didn't you? Right? But adults have to think about food and rent as well. And we're here to prepare you for life, so we better have a think about the boring stuff about the food and the rent as well. So we have 5 basic needs to survive as humans. We need food and drink, we need shelter, we need some warmth, we need sleep. Okay, now it says, give one real life example of the needs that adults must buy. Okay, when would you spend your money on a want rather than on a need? You need to have some spare money left over. You would only buy a want item once all your need items have been bought and paid for. A want might also be bought for special occasions such as birthday gifts as a treat or as a reward for doing something well. Alternatively, you might just be really rich. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Okay, so you would only buy a want item once all your need items have been bought and paid for. So we're speaking about spending your money that's left over. Is a car a need or a want? Okay, you can pause the video if you want to have a think about that. Okay, now whether it's a need or a want depends on your situation. If you live in the city where there is good bus and train links, then you maybe don't need a car, right? It would be a want because you could get places on the bus and the train. Okay, so a car would be a want because you don't necessarily need it. However, if you live in the country with no public transport and your job was in the town, then a car would be a need. However, a soft-top sports car is not a need under any circumstance. All right, you need a lot of spare money to get yourself a fancy sports car. What might happen if you spend all your money on wants rather than needs? Oh dear. All right, you would get into financial difficulties as there would be no money left to pay for the important bills such as rent and electricity. You could lose your home if you didn't pay the rent. Wants usually become outdated quickly and would drop in value. Like when you buy a computer, it loses value as it gets older and better computers come out. As they would be worth very little money, you'd be unable to sell them to raise money. Okay, so what they're saying here is that if you spend your money on items that you want, you wouldn't get back the money that you paid for them if you tried to sell them. Okay, so here we have an example. I haven't actually done any sums yet. Eve has a budget of £75 per week for everything she needs to feed her family. So Eve starts by buying her regular basic foodstuffs first. She buys cheese, milk, bread, cereal, potatoes, chocolate spread, salad, vegetables and crisps. The total amount spent on these items is £18. Are these all need foodstuffs? Are they things that we need to eat? Which ones could we say were luxury items that she doesn't necessarily need? She doesn't need to be eating chocolate spread. That's a treat. She doesn't need to be buying crisps. We don't need crisps to survive. Okay, all right. But you'll know from your other subjects in school that we need to stay healthy. We need to have some vegetables. We need some salad. Potatoes have got our carbohydrates in. Again, bread with a bit of carbohydrate, cereal for our breakfast. Milk is good for most of us. Some people are allergic. Cheese, all right. Okay, so you might disagree with me over some of these, but chocolate and crisps are definitely treats. Why do you think she believes that she needs these items? Okay, she'll think she needs them because we'll all get addicted to chocolate and crisps. Okay, so we have an example here. We've got Ross, and he's saving £30 a week to buy a ring costing £595 for his girlfriend. So he's splashing out. Okay, so can he afford to buy the ring after 19 weeks if he is spending £30 per week? Saving £30 per week rather. Okay, right, now you can work that out by doing 19 times 3. Okay, so if it's 190 times 3, it comes to 570. Okay, another way to do that, you might do it in a table times by 30. So 19 is made from 10 and 9. Just noticed I put my 0 in the wrong place. We'll just pop it in the right place now. So it's 19 times 30, isn't it? Okay, so 30 times 10, 300. 30 times 9. Now 3 times 9 is 27. So 30 times 9 is 270. Add them together and you get £570. Okay, so that's part A. The answer to part A is £570. For how many more weeks will he need to save? How much more does he need? He needs 595 and he's already saved 570, so he needs £25 more. He's saving £30 a week, so he needs to save for one more week. Save for one more week. Okay, he needs to save for one more week there. Okay, pause the video because that's me finished that one. Okay, one more example. We have got Josh this time. So Josh is saving £12 every week. Okay, for 9 weeks, and he needs £129. Okay, so he is saving £12. Whoops, he's saving £12 per week, and he's saving for 9. Now, I know that 12 times 9 makes 108 because I learnt my 12 times table at school, but if you didn't, you could do a sum like this. 9 times 2 is 18. 9 times 1 is 9, add the 1. Or maybe you would do 9 times 12 like that. 9 times 10 is 90. 9 times 2 is 18, and add those together. Okay, so for how many more weeks will he need to save? Right, now he needs 129. He needs £129 and he's already saved 108. So I'm going to do 129, take away 100 and then take away the 8. 129, take away 100 and then take away the 8. That's 21. So he needs £21. Now he's saving quite a few steps in this one, isn't there? He's saving £12 a week. So 1 more week, he would save £12. In 2 more weeks, he would save £24. Now, £12 isn't enough because we're trying to get £21. £24, that's more than we need. So it's going to take him 2 weeks, okay? He needs to save for 2 more weeks. For 2 more weeks. Okay, you can pause the video. That's the end of that slide. In fact, that's the end of lesson 5. So that means that today's work is going to be to do exercise 5 from the workbook.